That's real hard. Gabby. This is too hard. Gabby. Hi there everyone, it's Misty here. Thank you so much for joining me. So in today's video, I am doing the If I Could Only Keep 5 eyeshadow palette, tag, challenge, etc. I saw Gabby do this, so I will have her link down below. I don't know that I've seen anybody else do 5. Don't quote me. If you have, be sure to let me know so I can add you to my subscription box. So this was, and this was. So I think you guys are going to be a little bit surprised by the 5 I picked. If you want to drop your guesses in the comments before we get started, feel free. So yeah, there was one that was harder than the rest. I have these kind of ranked in order of like my top. So, but it's not a ranking video. It's just, yeah. Okay, okay, enough of that, Misty. Let's start with number 5. This is the Ice Cream Dream Palette by Glam Light. You guys know I love Glam Light. I love their formula. I know not a lot of people do, and I often wonder if it has to do with like batch codes or like batches or when you get it, because I haven't had, knock on wood, I haven't had an issue with any of the newer palettes I purchased, like the ice cream, the cake. I have the drunk set. Like none of those have ever given me issues. I only had issues with like the pizza, the burger, I think a couple of the tacos. Like those, like the mattes weren't that great, but the rest of them have all been buttery and smooth. So I apologize if you have not had the best of luck. So why would I pick this? Because it's colorful. What I love is you do get some pastels, but you also get some midtones to blend out, and even a couple of deepening shades. You do get some neutrals. They're not my favorite neutrals. You guys know I don't love warm neutrals, but this palette kind of gives you everything, really. For a pastel palette. So I definitely would want to keep this one. And you guys know I'm not a huge neutral person, but I know they have a time and place. So this is the one where I went back and forth. For my number 4, I'm going to bring in the Zodiac palette. So I went back and forth between this and the Lit List. And you guys know I love the Lit List. Like I love it, I love it, I love it. I love this one too. My issue with the Lit List is it's a lot of the same neutrals that are in the in this, but you get better mattes in this one than you do in that one. I mean, the mattes in there are like very specific color mattes. You do get a couple of neutrals, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like this is a bit, if I'm going to pull a neutral palette, this is going to be it. I get my purples, I get some grungy, I get some really great shimmers. The shimmer formula, Beach Cosmetics shimmer formula is good anyway, but their baked eyeshadows are just out of this world. They're just out of this world. Like if you've never tried them, they're literally out of this world. So this would definitely be something that I could pair with the ice cream. I can pair with the other 3 that I'm going to share with you. And I could get some depth and some grunginess if I wanted it with that Zodiac palette. And that is the exact reason why I went with it rather than the Lit List, even though you guys know the Lit List has my heart. So for my neutral palette, I'm going to pull in this. This is the Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette. You guys haven't seen me use this in a while because I ended up getting a new one because my other one went a little janky. This is a neutral palette. To me, this is a neutral palette. And that's why I said in my video for September when I do neutral eye looks, I'm going to be using cool tone purples, cool tone mauves, etc. These to me are neutrals. And so you've got some really pretty shades in here as far as shimmers, but the mattes in here are gorgeous. They're so pretty. They're blendable. They're smooth. This is a beautiful palette. If you haven't picked it up and it's on your wish list, if it goes on sale for Black Friday, I would 100% get it, or if you can find it at TJ Maxx, etc. If you like the Mercury retrograde and you think that formula is good, this one will blow your socks off. It's just so good, and it's a favorite neutral palette. Like, it's These are my neutrals. These are my neutrals. As you look at me with like bright blue eyeshadow. Next, number 2 is this. So this is the Dragon Fruit palette by Cleona. I'm missing a shade because it's currently in A to Z and I don't want to pull it out. This is an all shimmer formula, all shimmer palette. You get 3 or 4 different formulas. You get shimmers, metallics, you get 1 multi-chrome and a couple of dual chromes. You literally get a lot. And you get my purples, you get some greens, you got a couple of neutrals, you got some pinks. This is a really pretty pink and orange and yellow shade. It's absolutely gorgeous. This would pair with any of the mattes in any of the palettes that I'm sharing with you. And it's just, even though it's not like a well-balanced palette because it's a shimmer palette, it's still gorgeous and the shades are still beautiful. And they will literally work with any matte in these 5 palettes that I've picked. So definitely one that I am enjoying. Again, I am working on, I think it's Dragon Teeny. Excuse me, it's Dragon Teeny in the A to Z. Sorry, I keep drinking on camera, but the other day I was editing and I could hear the from my mouth being dry and I was like, ugh, I can't handle noise like that. I've been stupid thirsty the last couple of days. It hasn't made any sense. Okay, my number one palette. The Margarita palette. This is a beautiful rainbow palette. And it's a beautiful companion palette to the ice cream palette. It'll be a beautiful companion palette to the BH Cosmetics because you've got these warmer neutrals that'll work. You've got some blues, you got some greens, you got some pinks and some orange. And this shade right here and this shade right here, gorgeous. This shade right here is just a very interesting orange. It's like a corally, like neon orange, but it's beautiful. And this will go neutral, this will go neon, this will go however you want it to go. The mattes are beautiful. The shimmers are beautiful. And again, to me, it's a really nice companion palette to that ice cream palette. I just think that for me, this is a really pretty rainbow palette. And I could have chosen the cake palette, but I think I actually like this one more. And I know I always bitch about these kind of colors, but I've actually gotten a lot of use out of this to blend out my green mattes because it just blends into this beautiful gradient and I absolutely love it. You guys know that this was in Level Up. I'm still working on this shade right here to hit pan. I currently have 5 pans. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I really enjoy it and I really recommend this one. Again, I know not everybody loves the Glam Light formula, but I am on the Glam Light train. Now, I will say I haven't purchased anything since those, and I believe I got those on Black Friday. I didn't have any interest in the slushy icy ones because I felt like she'd already released those colors. The same thing goes with the Hershey ones. The only palette that I'm remotely interested in is that new Big Michaela palette. I never got the first one, and I would love to get both of those, but those are big too, so who knows? Who knows? But anyway, that's it. Are you surprised by any of the 5 that I chose? Were you anticipating any of the 5 that I chose? It'd be really interesting to hear your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. If you do this, make sure you let me know so I can come find you and watch it because I love these kind of videos. I really kind of do. They're kind of fun. Yeah, I like them. Okay, without anything else to say, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate you. I hope you'll consider subscribing if you haven't already. I do a lot of eyeshadow content. I'm in 7 projects. I share stuff like this all the time. So if you're interested in my looks, etc., be sure to hang out, hang around, hit the bell, all the things. You can follow me over on Instagram. I'm at Misty Pans. I hope you have a good day, night, weekend, wherever you are. I love your faces, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now. Feel so close to you right now. It's a force field.